We love you, Snoop Dogg.
We love you, yes.
Welcome back to Yap Session, where Page Six staffers just reveal a little peek behind the curtain what we're actually talking about. Of course, the Winter Olympics are over, closing ceremonies yesterday. I'm feeling a little Winter Olympics hungover.
I'm so sad. Like, what am I supposed to watch now? I know there's a ton of stuff out there, but I was glued to the TV, and I felt like I was part of Team USA. Also, being pregnant, it made me way more emotional. I was like, you guys go! Like, I was their mom. Like, as if I was their mom.
When Ilia Malinin, the quad god, failed to medal, we were watching it together, and I had to leave. I really felt
screaming.
That kind of punch in your stomach, that I got choked up. I mean, we put too much on this kid.
I know, he's just a baby.
He's young.
It was a media circus. I mean, he was in the news every day. Another big Olympian who, disappointed us, disappointed themselves, I guess you can say, was Lindsey Vonn.
And she really did, because she also not only couldn't finish her race. She had a major crash, had to get surgery. She had to be airlifted off the mountain and had surgery in Italy, and then had to fly home on a stretcher because she was so injured. As all this is going on, her dog passes away while she's in Italy. And then she has to go back, and she's back in America now, and she has to have more surgeries. So, I mean, between that and Michaela Schifrin, too, had a number of races. She did win gold on her final thing.
Good for her.
Some good news.
Hello.
But she had a few that she was kind of favored for. She had a bobble on one of the courses and ended up off of it, where she was competing with Breezy. So they were kind of doing a tandem thing, and they didn't win a medal on that. It's just, there's so much pressure, especially because the whole world is watching you. And I feel like as Americans, we have this
we're entitled to win. We're
That's
American.
right.
Like we bring this energy of oh, we're gonna dominate because we're American, which the Americans are always amazing, and they still are. But I mean, for Ilia, they were saying that it was standing room only, that people wanted to come and see him because, not for nothing, he's considered the best in the world.
Yeah, his parents are both professional ice skaters.
Right.
And he ends up I blame the ice. The ice looked clawed up.
It was too
I was
cold.
like, get a Zamboni out there for my boy Ilia. But it was really sweet when he did lose. He went over and congratulated the guy from Kazakhstan, who it's like, oh yeah, there are other countries in the world, and this is everyone's Olympics dream,
right? And it was Kazakhstan's first ever medal in the Olympics.
That probably meant a lot to them.
So it was like, we're all watching heartbroken, feeling like, oh my gosh, we feel like we're part of his team. He must be devastated, but it was cool to see this Olympian who probably was enjoying the ride, just being there, all of a sudden become a gold medal winner. That's so emotional.
And he had braces. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
I was like,
he
oh my
so
gosh,
cute.
A little baby.
It's just a reminder that these, it's sometimes your first Olympics, your maybe first time out of your country. I mean, this is a big deal. Things kind of get cuckoo when you travel internationally.
Totally.
Snoop Dogg knows this.
Oh my God, this story I love.
Yeah, what happened?
I remember reading the story and thinking, this headline has to be wrong. His card declined. Snoop Dogg, the 54-year-old legend, yes, Snoop Dogg's card declined, but probably was one of those things where you're traveling and they're like, it's like a fraud alert thing. I think he's got the money, but the bigger story is how he saved the situation. So they were saying, dude, you're Snoop Dogg. Take the food and leave. It's fine.
He's at some Italian restaurant. They're like, no,
yeah, exactly.
we love you, Snoop Dogg.
We love you, yes, all of that stuff. But he's like, you know what? No, this is like, I think, a mom and pop restaurant. I'm gonna make sure that they get their money's worth. He gives them 5 tickets to a snowboarding show, like later that day, or a snowboarding event.
I love a show, a concert.
I only go to concerts. But yeah, so and that's so sweet. We love you, Snoop.
I love that.
I mean, it also, if it's a mom and pop shop, these people may have never had the opportunity to see the Olympics ever. I mean, I've never seen it. Yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
Exactly.
Really
we love
sweet.
Snoop. Snoop's always somewhere Snoop's there. Like, he's just always somewhere. I love that.
I love that he has become this Olympic icon at every Olympics that we've had now.
Yeah.
Just where's Snoop? What is he doing? Is Martha coming with him?
I know. His bestie.
They did something together where they were trying to commentate on the ice skating, and Snoop was like, I'd like to try that. I'm like, put him on the ice. No, that will be iconic. I love the segment they did at the Summer Olympics where Snoop was swimming and he was like trying, like, you know what? Put Snoop, a better idea. Put him in an Olympic event and let's just see what a normal person looks like competing against these athletes.
We want to see him try it all.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg tries.
Literally.
I like to say what a normal person, what a completely baked out of his mind person would do on ice.
He's on ice with the joint, just smoking.
Absolutely. A little fire and ice.
You know what?
Yeah.
That might be what they need to take the edge off.
I know.
They are a little nervous.
A lot of
As I
pressure.
would be.
I know. Milan and Cortina are probably relieved that everyone is getting the hell out of their town and they
out.
go back to normal.
Yeah.
And then in 2 years, the Summer Olympics is moving to Los Angeles, which is
America,
nuts.
here it comes.
Which
That's
is going to be really
exciting.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be mayhem in LA when that happens. But
Traffic is already bad.
Oh my God.
Poor people.
it's gonna be absolute madness, and I don't know if it would be fun to be there or not because of that reason. Like there's so much traffic.
I feel like we just got to muscle through the traffic if we want to. But honestly, Summer Olympics is, I can get more into that than Winter Olympics.
Same.
Like,
Okay.
I don't really care for too much the cold and all that. And then I'm feeling cold just looking at That's not my
Right.
jam. I like to
And
watch.
it's cold outside.
It's cold
like-
outside where I'm
Right.
at. And I'm like, is it getting colder in here? It's a little, I felt the draft.
Okay.
It's bad.
I
But
also want to see what's behind all those goggles.
Yeah, you
Everyone's
can't
hiding,
see.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like the facial expressions and the determination and all of that's a part of it. But I love to watch like gymnastics, for instance.
Yes. Me too.
Love
Me too.
gymnastics, love swimming.
The track. I love the track.
Track,
yes.
you better
too.
run.
Me too.
They run. Usain Bolt. It's amazing.
It's
I can do that,
insane.
you know. I may not be able to ski, but
Yeah.
I can definitely run.
I certainly can run.
It's cool when a big city gets the Olympics, though, because they actually have the infrastructure and then
That's true.
real celebrities show up. I feel like I didn't see any celebrities in the stands in Milan.
Too cold.
It's cold. It's cold.
Too far. Too cold.
Yeah, they're like, we could stay inside. It has been snowing at a number of the events that are happening in the mountains. So there have been a few days where they've had to either reschedule, or there were a few days there where they had to reschedule some of the events or flat out cancel them. There was one ski event, I think it was, might have been snowboarding, but where the guys were going and then it started to snow really bad and they couldn't see. They just ended up canceling the entire rest of the competition, and they took, luckily they had 3 tries at this. They took the winner after the second round, but it was like these other guys that could have tried to best the winner in the third round didn't get an opportunity to because it was snowing so bad. They just took the scores,
Wow.
which is wild.
Who'd
So-
have thought too much snow would have been the problem?
Right. So it's a little cold. Some of the celebs probably aren't really feeling the vibes, but
But could you
Snoop
imagine the
always feeling the vibe.
fashion though? Like if they really did show up and show out, like the furs. Like, I would have just loved to see that.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I know. Well, we'll see them in 2 years at the Summer Olympics.
Well, we ended this year on a high note at least. Team USA took home a record 12 gold medals in Italy and lost a few teeth along the way. Both men's and women's hockey made America proud, as did figure skating's golden girl, Alysa Liu, who warmed all of our hearts, which was much needed. We're all bundled up here in New York. There's more snow in New York. We can't get away from the snow. It keeps happening. But, one thing that is going away in New York is supposedly the New York accent.
Yeah. We're walking in. We're
forget
walking in.
about
Forget
it.
about it. No, there was an iconic video that went viral that was talking about, it was like a water conservation ad, basically. And they got a bunch of young New Yorkers in the 80s. And they're like, tell your sister to get out the shower. Was trying to save the water. Shower. I was like, I do miss that. Like, like the new young famous New Yorkers, like the Timothy Chalamets of the world. And they don't have like thick accents and stuff. And I like the Robert De Niro's, like I missed that era when they were coming up and you were like, oh, that's a New Yorker, you know?
I wonder if some of these younger celebrities can maybe like tap into their New York accent, or is it because they leave New York and live in LA for the most part now? They're ditching us.
You have to like lay it on thick now. You know what I mean? Like you really have to exaggerate it just to keep it. I feel like because we're such in a world where there's so many cultures like melding that sometimes we just, I don't know, we become like one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And everyone's on their phones hearing kind of, accents from all over the world.
Influenced by everyone.
But, I am excited that they're getting actual New York celebrities to do the subway ads.
Yeah.
Or the
I
subway
love it.
announcements.
Yeah.
The stand clear of the closing doors and all that kind of stuff. They've got Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, Cardi B.
Cardi B,
that
your
was
girl.
So good. I was literally on the train. I was like, "Is that Cardi B I'm hearing?" It was So cute.
I definitely heard Tiana this morning, and I was so gagged because I love me some Tiana Taylor.
Talk about a New York accent. She has a little bit of a New York accent
Oh,
still.
for sure.
Thank God.
I mean,
Someone's
Cardi's got the Bronx accent.
Yeah, she's the Dominican, like Bronx, sassy girl, and it like all of that. Cardi.
One of my
is
favorite,
authentic.
when she was stumping for Bernie Sanders and turnout wasn't what she wanted, she got on Instagram and TikTok. She goes, "Where were you? You did not show up." And I just love that. I just love. She's got pure New York energy.
Yeah, the energy. It's the attitude too. It's not just the accent. It's the attitude.
Do you know who I want to see? She's a native New Yorker. I would love to do the subway ads. Natasha Lyonne from
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black, from Poker Face. I feel like her accent has been turned up. Like she probably had a Manhattan accent growing up, and now she sounds like a full-on like.
She's leaning in.
It's so funny because they probably put her in so many roles like that where she has to turn it up a notch. It's getting natural.
Right.
She's like investigating the
stuck in
crime here. What's going on? All goes through the nose.
Do you think that you can adopt it? Because I've been here in New York City for 13 years now, and every now and then I catch myself with water versus water. I don't talk like that, but do you think you can?
I think if you spend enough time on the Long Island Railroad, you pick it up.
Right?
It's like Massapequa Park. There's certain words that like you say that just very New York.
Oh, I mean, I feel like people in New Jersey, I live in New Jersey, and I feel like people say things differently in New Jersey, even the town names, where I wouldn't pronounce the town name the same way that people in New Jersey do. But now that I'm living there, I'm like, well, I have to say it the way that people in New Jersey are saying it.
Yeah, they can't be wrong. It's their state.
It's their state. They're from there.
Oh, a native New Jerseyan who has a great New Jersey accent, Wendy Williams.
Oh my
God.
How you
How
doing? We just got to bring these back. We just got to bring it back.
Oh my God,
It's going away.
Oh my God, wait, one time for the one time, all of us, can we do a how you doing? 1, 2, 3.
How you doing?
Oh, Wendy,
that was good, actually.
I
I
watched
like her.
a ridiculous amount of Wendy Williams to this day.
I miss Wendy on our TV.
I do too.
I wish she would come
That
back.
accent.
We need her back. She'd have a lot to say about these things going on today.
She sure would, and it would be so good. And you know what? Probably things that I'm thinking in my head, but
I know.
All right, well, speaking of native New Yorkers,
Yeah.
Julia Fox is, of course, famous for her bleached eyebrows,
Yes.
right? And she grew up in the East Village. But now the bleached eyebrow look has crossed over. Kendall Jenner this week,
The Kendall.
the supermodel of the world, the only non-plastic surgeryed out Kardashian, is doing the most trendy thing possible to her face. I was kind of shocked.
She looks phenomenal. I definitely like the look on Kindle. I think it just shapes her face really well. I mean, best she's looked to me. Otherwise, I feel like and Kindle looks great, but I just feel like she plays it safe a lot of the time. you know?
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
true.
So
It's like the only time we ever see the Kendall Jenners of the world doing that. It's when they're going to the Met Gala and they do it for the night.
And they're being like avant-garde for the night.
Exactly.
But that's
Right.
not their normal steez.
Right.
It feels so goth to me because right now I can think of, when you think of the no eyebrow or the bleached eyebrow look, you think of like Jenna Ortega, Wednesday,
Oh, yes.
Lady Gaga, of course, Mia Goth,
Miley
Really?
Cyrus
Golf
says
is
it a
a name.
lot.
Miley.
Miley Cyrus. Yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of have to have a punk rock energy to
Yeah, a
you.
little rebellion
Yes.
Right.
in you. I don't like it.
And you want to be polite, but it's also like, it does look
fair.
like so spooky, so
spooky.
sci-fi, alien. I don't know.
It's
I
very
feel like
spooky.
it's, for me, certain people, certain celebrities, certain people can pull it off, and then others can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Kendall's pulling it off, but am I gonna see someone down the line that tries to do it maybe at the Met Gala? I would be like, I don't know if it's working for you.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard. It's a hard thing to pull off.
I think Jenna Ortega looks like she was born that way.
Yeah, it fits her. And some people are just so stunning, they could do pretty much whatever, and we're gonna be like, I buy it. I like that. And
Yeah.
that's how I feel about Jenna.
I feel like just like a year ago, we were all into the bushy eyebrows and bringing
Yeah.
back the bushy eyebrows. Like, and now we're doing bleached. I mean, I just
Leave
can't
the
keep
eyebrows
up.
alone, honey.
Please.
Oh my God,
You know,
leave it alone.
We're having cabin fever because it's so freezing cold here in New York that we're just trying to do whatever we can, I guess.
As long as people don't go back to the super overplucked thin eyebrows from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Because you'll never get that hair back.
I know.
That hair
I
is gone
remember
forever.
being in that era, and I have thick eyebrows, dark hair. My mom was like, "Do not pluck your eyebrows."
Yes.
always do not pluck them. And I was like, they're so thick, they're not trendy. They weren't at the time trendy, and now.
Now look at
Now
you.
look
Now look
you.
at me.
Look.
Everybody's always like, your eyebrows are amazing, and I was like, I do nothing. This is perfect. My mom was right.
I have an aunt with her eyebrows tattooed on now, from the thinning and the plucking from
A
the early
baddie.
2000s.
Okay. Yeah, just to give it a little more like.
I mean,
depth.
they're gone now, so you might as well put a little tattoo on there.
And as a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, like most of the queens either shave off their eyebrows so they can always paint them on, or the trick is they glue stick them down. So if you have natural full eyebrows, you see them with Elmer's glue, caking it on, and then they paint over that so it's like layer upon layer to do a fresh look. So
Oh my gosh.
that's an option too. Maybe that's what Lady Gaga's doing and we don't even realize
I
it.
bet you it
maybe.
is. Maybe not Elmer's, but that's a good trick of the trade.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
You got your
say,
industries.
and if anybody knows the tricks of the trade, it's Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Absolutely.
doing whatever she can on these carpets. And then, in fact, sometimes when she wears regular things on carpets, I'm like, this isn't a Gaga look.
Right.
You know,
her name's
I'm
waiting
Stephanie,
for it.
right? This is Stephanie. We
Yeah,
need
right.
Gaga.
We asked for Gaga, and you brought Stephanie. Like, you're looking a little old Hollywood glam, and we need the
Wait,
avant-garde.
We need the meat dress.
Does Stephanie Germanati, does she have a New York accent? Does Lady Gaga? A little bit.
You know what it is? She's so theatrical. She just gives intensity with whatever she's doing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when she's given New York, she's given New York. Like, you know?
I think she can tap into it.
She can
She's
tap
probably
into
one
it.
of those that can turn it on and off, depending on her dialect coach probably is saying.
I'm walking here. I could definitely see her saying that.
Yeah.
Forget about it. I want a whole wheat bagel scooped and toasted
Right.
with scallion cream cheese.
Well, tell us more. What else is in your order?
Right.
I want to see her do the Subway announcement.
I know.
That would
Because
be
you know
good.
what would be fun? Doing tons of celebrities, and then every time I get on the subway, I'll actually be excited.
Yeah.
Like, who am I
Who
going
am I
to
gonna
get
get
today?
today? That's
It's
cute.
like a fun little character. Like, ooh, I'm riding the subway with Lady Gaga. I'm riding the subway with Cardi.
No, it really is so jarring. And honestly, sadly, I feel like most people are not hearing it because we're all headphoned up in the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not looking at each other. First of all, I got these new AirPods that are really noise canceling. I'm not hearing a thing. So I probably heard Tiana Taylor a bunch of times.
To be honest, I wouldn't even blame the AirPods. I'd blame the train station speaker.
You
Yeah.
never hear what
Literally.
they're saying.
Train behind you.
Right.
You're like, yeah, great. Got all that information. Thanks so much.
We're about to skip your stop here.
We are going from 24th to 80th, so hang on. What did he say? What did he say?
And then you're trying to take your headphones out and like figure it out with the rest of the train. What'd you hear?
Right.
She heard that it was gonna be next stop, but he heard express only. So we have to figure. Oh, gotta love New York.
Just leave it to the celebs. Let them do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be able to hear them.
Yeah.
Great. Well, let us know who you think has the best New York accent in the celebrity world. There's someone we're missing. I know it.
I
Tip of my
know.
tongue.
Yeah.
There's someone missing. And hopefully they're on the younger side because we need the younger generation to be bringing this back.
Keep it
We
going.
need to.
Yeah. we need those dollar slice accents. And thanks so much for watching Yap Session. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.